If I were out looking for a job, based on the skills that I had 30 years ago only, I'd really be in trouble because there's this great digital divide that exists out there, which you and I talked about
Right.
at dinner.
Yeah, I love that. So, what is exactly the digital divide, Jim?
Well, I guess that the simple explanation and what I try to do is I try to keep technology simple. I try to talk in plain English, but what it really means is that if you take baby boomers that were born between 1946 and 1964
Okay.
and seniors, we are all on one side of that divide. We did not grow up in the world of technology.
Right,
And we're
exactly.
out there competing with the younger people that really grew up with it. I keep talking about all these younger people that are going to have carpal tunnel syndrome, the syndrome of the thumbs by the time they hit 30.
Right.
But the reality of it is that if you want to compete in today's world, whether you
Right.
are in career transition, whether or not you just want to be able to be mobile, which we'll talk about in a little while, unless you've got the basic computer skills necessary to compete, you're going to have a hard time competing with these younger folks that are coming up that are acquiring information and communicating in a far different way than you and I did when we were out in the job market, and we
That's-
both spent time in the corporate world.
That's so true. And, as a coach, I work with people a lot on transition. And certainly one of the things we talked about is they're older, the baby boomers. What I talk about is where are you in your technology skills?
A lot of my clients are in career transition, whether it's because of
that's-
corporate downsizing, whether
absolutely.
it's because they've left to start their own business, or they're forced to re-enter the job market. A lot of people have retired, or there are a lot of women, for instance, who had careers, stopped to have children, and want to go back. And the problem is that so much has happened since they were all looking for jobs, which could have been 10, 15, 20
Right.
years ago. And if you're using the same skills that you had then and applying it now, you're going to be behind the 8 ball. And it's interesting because some of the basic skills that I'm talking about is you'd be amazed at how many people, even in their 30s, that have come out of corporate life that have never answered their own email. They don't know how to file documents in the computer. It's amazing.
That's scary.
It is
especially
scary.
in their 30s.
My specialty is keeping technology simple and really helping people cross this digital divide.